In the last video, we looked at using a program called Audacity to capture our audio separately from the video portion of our lesson. We primarily did this as a workflow enhancement. I'd like to look today at the use of Audacity to salvage an otherwise unusable session we recorded in Community Clips. So I'm going to assume that I captured this session in Community Clips and have now that I've brought it into Movie Maker, I'm finding the audio is really unusable. But what can I do because I already have audio associated with this video? Well, it turns out in Movie Maker, if you highlight the audio clip and go to the edit menu and click on video volume, you can mute the audio in that video clip. So any clip I've imported, any video clip, I can go to the video volume and set the slider all the way to the left, fully muting the audio in that video clip. Now I'm free to open up Audacity and re-record all of the audio and then import it into Movie Maker. Now let's look at Audacity. I've launched Audacity, and the first thing I'm going to check is that the external microphone plugged into my laptop is set to be the recording source, which it is. I'm going to click on record, and then I'm going to speak naturally, trying to avoid getting too close to the microphone or too far. I'm going to, at the end of my recording, I'm going to stop speaking and let the program continue to record the room sound for 5 to 10 seconds. I'll explain why in a moment. First, however, I want to call your attention to these. Here I've clipped the audio by either getting too close to the microphone or having the microphone set too hot. This is going to cause some pretty terrible distortion that's probably going to render this clip unusable. I really want to get the peaks as high as possible without going so far as to square off at the edges. This squaring off of the waveform is known as clipping, and it's what causes distortion. Let's go back to that 5 to 10 seconds of silence I left at the end of my clip. If I highlight that section, I've got a nice sample of the noise of my room and my computer. If I go to Effect, Noise Removal, and choose Get Profile with only that section of silence highlighted, I can now go back to Effect, Noise Removal, and choose to remove that noise, and the computer will look for that particular type of sound and take it out of the waveform, reducing it to silence. So now if I select my entire audio clip and go to Effect, Noise Removal, and click OK, all of that noise will be removed, leaving only the sound of my voice. This can be very handy for noisy environments. Now I'm going to export that wave as a WAV file so that I can import it into Movie Maker. So now I'm back in Movie Maker and I've got that problematic video file. I'm going to go ahead and check to make sure that the volume is still muted on the clips. Once I've verified that it's still muted, I'm going to go back to the beginning of my clip. I'm going to launch Audacity, get it ready to record, making sure that I'm set to the external microphone. I'm going to move Audacity off to the side so I can see the preview screen in Movie Maker. I'm going to begin my movie and then going to begin recording in Audacity. And while I watch my movie, I can simply re-record the audio portions of my clips in Audacity. So I'll continue to watch my video in Movie Maker and continue to dub my audio until the project is done. Once it's done and I've left my few seconds of silence, I'm going to go select that silence, go to my Effect menu, choose Noise Removal, get the noise profile. Then I'm going to go back and select the entire audio clip, go to the Effect menu, and choose Noise Removal, and say OK. And all the noise gets converted to silence. Now again, this isn't necessary if you're recording in a quiet environment, but in a noisy environment it can really be a lifesaver. Now I'm going to export this clip as my audio file, and once it's been done, I can then turn right around and import this audio right back into Movie Maker.